Hello 8th graders, your new video is for section 9.3, which is on volume of pyramids and cones. So first of all, we're going to start with the volume of pyramids, and to do a pyramid, the formula is 1/3 of big B times H. Remember that the big B stands for area of the base, so it depends what shape the base is. If the base would happen to be a triangle, you would have to do the half base height for that big B. If the area is a square or a rectangle, you would just do the base and the height of the base, or the length and the width if you want to think of it that way. And then you also have to take it times the height of the whole thing. One other thing to make sure of when you're doing this is that when you're trying to find the height can never be a slanted side. Okay, so the height has to be straight up from the bottom to the top, to the vertex. Okay, it can't be one of these slanted sides. That will not work. So if we're trying to, let's put some numbers in here. Let's say that this is 10 centimeters right here. Let's go 6 centimeters for that side, and let's say that this height right there is, let's go 12. So again, you always start by writing out the formula. 1/3 big B little h. So 1/3. The big B again stands for area of the base. The base you can see is a rectangle right here. So it's 10 by 6, so you do 1/3, 10 by 6, and then this height right here is the height of the whole thing, so it's that 12. And once I have my numbers plugged in, I just have to do the work. So is there something that I could take 1/3 of to make it easier on me? Yes. I'll do 1/3 of 6, so that is 2. So 10 times 2 is 20. 20 times 12 is 240, and it would be centimeters cubed because it's volume. Okay, so again, where did I get these numbers from? The big B stands for area of the base, and because it is a rectangle, you take this side times this side. That's the 10 and the 6, and then the 12 is the height of the whole thing right there. And then you just do the math that you need to do to get your answer. So the second formula that we're going to do is the volume of a cone, and that one actually is also, it's the same exact formula. It's 1/3 big B little h, but because the base is a circle down here, you can use the pi r squared for the big B. Okay, so you don't even need to write the big B in because the base of a cone will always be a circle, so you can always just write that in. So let's put some numbers in here. So again, the height has to be straight up and down, can't be a slanted height. So let's say that the height of that is 10 meters, and let's say that the radius is 5 meters. So that should be all I need to plug in my numbers. So my formula, so pi times radius squared, so 5 squared times the height of the whole thing, which is 10. So I'm starting with this, or if you want to just go ahead and go right to this, that's fine. Then plug your numbers in. So I have to do the 5 squared first, order of operations. So 25 times 10 is 250, so that's probably what I would do next, because then I don't have to work with the decimal right away. So then on these ones, I usually will leave the 1/3 until the end, because otherwise, if there's nothing that goes in can be divided by 3 equally, then you're going to get weird decimals. So I wouldn't take 250 divided by 3. I would just wait till the end to do the divided by. So I would take these two times each other first. So we have 1/3 times 785. Then I would just go ahead and divide that by 3 for the 1/3. And you're going to end up with a weird number. It's 261.6 is repeating. So I'm just going to round it to 261.7. And again, to label it, you have to label it with the little 3 right here. So again, go back up here. Look at what I did. 1/3 pi r squared h. And then you're just doing order of operations again. The 1/3 I would leave until the end unless there's something over here that can be divided by 3. If it's not, wait till the end, because a lot of times when you divide by 3 you end up with repeaters and then you get really weird numbers. Okay, so then I have one more problem for you, and this one we kind of got to go backwards, use what we know to find what we don't know. So this one is dealing with volume of a cone again. So it says find the radius of a cone with a volume of 3. So they're giving us the volume of 360 and a height of 9. So they're not giving us some other stuff that we need. So I'm going to fill in the formula, pi r squared h. Then I'm going to go back and fill in what I know. I know that the volume is 360. The 1/3 has to be there, it's part of the formula. The pi has to be there, it's part of the formula. The radius, I do not know, and it's radius squared. And then the height is 9. So I filled in what I know. So I do everything I can on this right side. So basically I'm solving for r squared is what I'm doing. So here 9 can easily be divided by 3. So I'm going to do that right away. So 1/3 of 9 is 3. Okay. So then 3.14 times r squared times 3 equals 360. 3.14 times 3 is 9.42. And then I still have this r squared here that I need to deal with. And so how do I get the r squared by itself? Right now it says 9.42 times r squared. So then you do the opposite. Divide by 9.42. And that's going to equal r squared. So 360 divided by 9.42 is 38. I'm just going to round it because it keeps going. 38.2. And then we are down to, what do? Do I want radius squared or do I want radius? The question said find the radius. So I have to square root to get rid of the radius squared. So r, if I square root 38.2, you get about 6.2. Doesn't come out evenly. And I believe we were dealing with centimeters, so I'm going to label it centimeters. So again, we've been doing problems like this all year, where they give you part of the information and then they make you work your way backwards to get to the answer. So it shouldn't be totally new to us. So bring that knowledge with you, and we will talk about it more next time I see you.